There was a bar. There was a bar. What's good, TCG? It's your boy Boski, and today we have to spin it back, bro. We checking out Official Divine. How strong is the darkest night?
Darkest night. Have you ever wondered what would happen when the day falls and the night rises, where Batman stops holding back in the shadowed alleys of Gotham?
Is the darkest night from the Bat That Laughed? Is that the darkest night? Because I don't really know that story like that. I've seen it everywhere though. Like didn't the what is it, the comic historian? Didn't he do a series? If y'all want me to check out some of that stuff, let me know down below in the comments, man.
Where the moonlight doesn't break through the clouds, a being born from the ashes of a shattered childhood, rising like the sun from the depths of despair. One
This beat
night,
sound like it's gonna
a
drop
gun
though.
was fired.
This is the Bat That Laugh. This is the Bat That Laugh. I need to run it back though because this beat drop kind of sound nasty.
From the depths of despair, one night, a gun was fired, and one night rose to stop it. But now we finally get to see what happens when you give a bloodlusted Batman prep time. And I'll be the first to tell you, it puts a smile on my face. In a different universe, on a different Earth, Batman watches in horror as the Joker goes on his biggest killing spree yet, killing Commissioner Gordon and all of Batman's rogues. As Batman is drugged and paralyzed, forced to watch Gotham burn in front of his eyes.
He put bats on a perk and a roofie. He identified bats.
Always been a man of honor and code, becoming the greatest at what he does, refusing to break one rule. But tonight the air shifts,
so he kills him.
Shatters with the city of Gotham. Batman breaks the Joker's neck, but this was his greatest mistake. Batman inhales toxins from the Joker's heart.
This nigga Joker has poisonous gas in his bodies. Is it from the chemicals? Like the chemicals that turn Joker into the Joker? What the fuck did he do, bro?
Greatest mistake. Batman inhales toxins from the Joker's heart.
From his
him
heart?
Into something far worse than the Batman. The true ending of Arkham Knight. Batman goes on to burn Gotham and his family that he built.
The true ending of Arkham Knight? Okay. I do remember Berlizzi playing that on his channel. He kills Joker, and that... Why the... Did they ever expand on that in the game? Oh, shit.
Is ended in a blink of an eye, and even when the Justice League comes to stop him,
they couldn't do shit.
Killed one by one, and it makes him so happy, becoming the Batman who laughs. The Batman who laughs goes on to conquer his entire dimension.
We're finna sit here and act like the Batman who laughs outfit is like we're not finna sit here and act like the Batman who laughs isn't a Cardi fan though. That nigga's wearing some opium shit, bro. Vamp life shit, bro.
Residing in the universe named Earth -22.
He got that shit on though. He's still like a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Into his personal pawns. The DC multiverse has two sides of the same coin. In the multiverse, everything is normal, and on the other side of the coin is the dark multiverse, born from the fears that seep out of the regular one, meaning every fear that a character has is manifested in the dark, like a nightmare you can't wake up from. The Batman who laughs encounters Barbados, Batman's true father, who wants to team up.
Batman's true father? Batman's true father? The fuck you mean his true father, bro? The fuck you mean his true father, bro? I thought Batman's father got shot down in the alleyway. What is we talking?
With him to invade the multiverse, bringing together many dark versions of Batman, and together they will cover the light of the multiverse in darkness. Launching a full invasion of the multiverse, the Batman who laughs stands as their leader, and was stated to be Batman who never loses, because a Batman who smiles is a Batman who wins. But after learning about godlike,
so he's the most dangerous one. The Batman who never loses. The Batman who okay.
beings, he found a loophole to gain strength to rule over all of them. And my God, did he do it. The Batman who laughs found a Bruce Wayne that was hidden from the others. A Bruce Wayne with the powers of Dr. Manhattan.
What the fuck? That was a Bruce Wayne with Dr. Manhattan powers? In the last official Divine video, bro, the Rimuru Tempest John, bro, I brought up Mr. Manhattan or Dr. Manhattan. My apologies, sir. If y'all want me to check out a Dr. Manhattan, let me know, bro. Cause that's obviously so. I only know Dr. Manhattan from the Watchmen movie, and he was insane there. I don't know nothing about him in the comic lore, bro. I'm trying to indulge.
A being who can alter the DC multiverse and control all of space and time. This Batman was able to recreate the machine that turned John Osterman into Dr. Manhattan. And when he gets inside, he hears laughter. Trapping this universe as Bruce Wayne in the machine and turning it on. The Batman who laughs kills this Bruce Wayne before his powers can fully manifest. And this is the beginning of the end. Before these events, the Batman who laughs teams up with Perpetua, the mother of the multiverse, and is able to manipulate her into believing that she needs his help to regain her strength.
This nigga's a finesser. The mother of the multiverse? He gaslit her to the point where she thought that she needed him? Oh. He's a threat.
By flooding her body with crisis energy.
The fuck is crisis
energy is a result of every event in DC Comics that shatters reality. Every single one of those events across the infinite multiverse condense into energy that the Batman who laughs gives to her. Wally West, the fastest man alive at this time, was able to get the powers of the Mobius chair, which is a portion of Dr. Manhattan's powers.
Hold on. The what chair?
To her. Wally West, the fastest man alive at this time, was able to get the powers of the Mobius chair, which is
Mobius chair? So there was a Bruce Wayne who got the powers of Dr. Manhattan. There's a chair who has a portion of the powers of Dr. Manhattan. Who else or what else has the powers of Dr. Manhattan? Because that's not making no sense to me.
Is a portion of Dr. Manhattan's powers, allowing him to become omniscient or all-knowing. But when he looks into the infinite multiverse, he sees the Batman who laughs and states that he's a threat to all of it.
But we gotta stay in that chair to get those powers, though.
Energy and infuse it into the Mobius chair. But the Batman who laughs cut it off and is killed by Diana. But this is a Batman who never loses, being all part of his plan. After the Batman who laughs dies, his brain is transferred into the Bruce Wayne with the powers of Dr. Manhattan.
No. Y'all kill him. He wanted y'all to kill him so he can forcibly have a brain transplant to the Bruce Wayne who had the powers of Dr. Manhattan. What?
Becoming a being who is one with every version of Batman in history, down to the very DNA of who Batman is. He isn't the Batman who laughs anymore. He's turned into... He swore an oath on his parents' grave that he would avenge their deaths by...
Did it just go rewind? What?
Protecting others from their fate. He trained for years to uphold this oath, traveling the world, perfecting his mind and body. He embraced a creature that haunted his youth and transformed himself into a living symbol, a caped crusader. But if he was the real Batman, his story would have ended here. But he has a revelation, something he's never realized till right now. Batman has always been a reaction from the bullet that was fired on that one night. Just as he has a reaction, so does every Batman in the infinite creation. That's why he's not a Batman at all, not one who cries or one who laughs. Not even the combination of every Batman. He's far more than that. He's more than the alley and more than the gun. He's the cause. He has to become the bullet. He wants to become the cause, not just for the identity of Batman, but for the entire DC multiverse.
Bro, what the fuck is we talking about now, bro? There's no way we're talking about Batman now, bro. He wants to be the bullet? So do I, but we ain't talking about the same bullet. What is going on, bro?
Becoming the reason that everything lives and everything dies. Becoming the reason for miracles and the reason for disaster.
What?
Becoming the bullet that's fired at the entire DC multiverse, enslaving it all. And even speedsters can't dodge this, because for the multiverse's brightest day, there will always be
the darkest night.
The darkest night. He's so powerful that he can hold multiverses in his hand.
There was a bar. There was a bar. For the multiverse's brightest day, there will always be the darkest night. That was tough. 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 That was tough.
And scales above realms that transcend concepts themselves, falling into a rabbit hole to the fifth dimension, where characters like Mr. Mixie can view creation like a 2D disc, scaling above limbo, a realm where every character goes to when they die. The Monitor Sphere in sixth dimension, where the most powerful cosmic beings reside, shaking the God Spear with his presence.
I didn't even know DC went that crazy. What? In the sphere of the gods, the last great powers shudder at the view of this new god's might? They want to believe he can still be stopped, but there remains only one who could rival his power? What?
And the lights of hyper time are flickered out. He steals the speed from speedsters, obliterating the speed force itself. Wally West on the Mobius chair proclaims that the darkest night is the most evil being that the multiverse has ever seen, past, present, or future.
So this nigga killed Joker and become the nigga who cannot be stopped. And that's Captain Crash Out. Batman kills Joker and becomes Captain Crash Out. Oh.
After stealing the crisis energy from the Mobius chair, he becomes unstoppable, creating a multiverse in his hands infested with evil versions of every character.
Don't let that nigga kill no one. Keep Batman tried and true. Because if you do, some shit like this happens. The nigga Joker had PCP in his heart and caused this nigga Bats to eventually control the multiverse.
In all of creation, and he wages war on creation itself, where all the heroes and villains team up to try and stop him, and they're still losing. He takes on Superboy Prime, who is able to retcon the entire DC multiverse with a single punch.
Superboy Prime? So I'm guessing Superman's son? I don't know nothing about Superman or Superboy Prime. We gotta get into these comic books, bro.
And he was still holding back. And even when the
Who was holding back?
Boy Prime, who was able to retcon the entire DC multiverse with a single punch, and he was still holding back.
Damn.
And even when the mother of the multiverse, Perpetua, stands up to stop him, she is killed and has her energy absorbed into darkness. Perpetua is unimaginably stronger than Barbados.
That nigga actually becomes darkness itself.
And the Darkest Knight is gaining even more strength. The Darkest Knight is saving his energy to fight beings that even Perpetua is afraid of. the
What
hands,
the
which are
fuck?
cosmic beings who are responsible for creating the omniverse, which houses
What the fuck is an omniverse? This nigga is Sun Jin Woo. Sorry to spoil niggas. What? Call Rimuru Tempest up now to defeat this nigga.
infinite multiverses and were stated to be beings with unrivaled strength and unrivaled fear. The Darkest Night having the power of every crisis event in history, even the events of Final Crisis, the story of cosmic armor Superman. And the only way to defeat him is to send him to the end of creation, to the Red Sun of Death, where his story will be forcefully ended, the beginning of the end. Overall, the Darkest
You have hold on. 7 layers out of Versal. What? They had to send this nigga to the end of creation? Where the fuck is that? Into a red sun to defeat him? Or are we saying that's how they had to defeat Cosmic Armor Superman? Run that back, because I'm confused now.
only way to defeat him is to this event in history, even the events of Final Crisis, the story of cosmic armor Superman. And the only way to defeat him is to send him to the end of creation, to the Red Sun of Death, where his story will be forcefully ended.
You're talking about Superman, right?
Of the end. Overall, the Darkest Night would scale 7 layers into outer Versal.
That's insane.
With irrelevant speed. And shout out to Avery who dropped 50 to sponsor this video. In the end, this truly was Batman's greatest mistake, and why you should never push him too far, because the multiverse
Hit
itself
that bar on him.
will get lined up in the barrel, waiting to fire. When the Batman Who Laughs woke up on the operating table after becoming the Darkest Night, he already knows what the evil Alfreds are going to say before they even speak. They ask him if it worked, and if he's okay. The gun is here. The multiverse has a fang. The first thing he says is, bang. What's up, guys? It's Devine. If you guys...
That was a bar. That was a bar. Irrelevant speed? No. On my B-Lou and Z shit, bro. How fast is irrelevant speed, bro? I have to see. Why is that the first whoops, bro? Irrelevant speed in the context of power scaling refers to the speed so vast that the concept of speed itself becomes meaning. What? It's not quantifiable speed like infinite speed, but rather speed that transcends the normal boundaries of physics and time. Think of it as a speed that exists outside of the speed formula because the concepts of distance and time are not.
Like I always say,
The nigga is so fast, it literally just does not make sense. I don't even know how to tell you what the speed of light is in miles per hour, bro. That shit says 6.706 E plus 8. What the fuck is that? Yo, y'all let Batman body Joker in his GGs for all of them, even in this universe, bro. What?